So this is a story of a pain in the ass button. So one of the things I'm working on in Sofa is a feature called sections. So right now, if you look at the app, there's just one section called list. And what I want to work on is essentially adding the ability to create multiple sections. So if you have a lot of lists, you can organize those within sections for this screen here. Now, to do that, one of the features I have to implement is to add a button to the UI, right? So this thing here, this little section, what's essentially called a section header. It's not going to be called button. It's going to be something else, but I'm just trying to get this to work for now. I found one way online. There was an article on Medium from 2015. Michael Wozniacki, he wrote this really cool article, essentially how you could use a table view cell and kind of inject that into the header view for a section, right? So this article is really great. It goes through how to do that and everything. But if I just follow this, because it's from 2015, it doesn't fully work the way I'm looking for. So in the article, you'll see that he has his table view here, his table view cell. He kind of does what he needs to do to it, adds the data, and then he returns that table view cell. So when I try the same thing within Sofa, right, I have it here, and I can see it. I can see lists. I can see the button that I've added. But now watch what happens when I navigate to a list. I navigate back. My section header's gone. It just disappears. Now, I'm not exactly sure why this is happening, but so this is expecting to return a UI view, and this is actually a table view cell. So it's not returning the same exact thing. So what I can do is I can return the view for this table cell, right? Okay, see this? I'm going to navigate to a list, go back, and perfect. My section header is still there. Great, thumbs up. But my button doesn't work. That's the problem. So what I have here is whenever the button is tapped, just to make sure that the button is working, I'm printing to the console here, button tapped, right? So that's what I want to see when I click on the button. But if I go back over here and I click on the button, nothing. Nothing at all. But, so if I go back and say I remove that content view and I'm just returning a table cell again, and remember, this is the one that disappears when I navigate away. If I click the button, look at that, button tapped. So the button's working here, right? So I have two different situations where something breaks, something differently breaks. And it's so freaking. I've literally been fighting through this for over a week. Just this one simple thing. And I just want to add a friggin' button to the friggin' header. That's it. Then this morning I thought, well, if this wants to return a UI view. Now this is a table header, or this is a table view cell. So returning that for whatever reason doesn't work. I still don't actually know why. If someone does know, please tell me. So then when I actually do return a view, it works, but then all the interaction goes away. So anyway, I thought, well, what if I create essentially like a wrapper UI view, and then I just put the table cell within that view and then just return the view. That's what I did. So now let me grab this. Okay, so now what you're seeing here is I created this header view, right? It's just a UI view. I set up the size for it, and the size I set up, and I'm just pulling the size of the header, right? I want it to be the same size. And then what I do is I add the header, which is the section table view cell, as a subview to that header view I just created, and then I return this new view container. Let's see if this works. Okay, so now we have, our same view. We have the header, the button, right? So now let me navigate to a list and make sure that that header does not disappear. Okay, still there, so that's good. Now let's see what happens when I click on the button. And remember, you want to look down here on the bottom left. Look at that. Beautiful. This little pain in the ass button that's been bothering me for over a week, the solution was actually pretty simple. Again, I don't know if this is the right solution, but it works, which is great. And now I can finally move forward with this stupid ass feature. Oh, son of a